It's freedom of religion versus the free market. The Supreme Court slamming the gavel on Abercrombie and Fitch this week for refusing to hire a woman wearing a Muslim headscarf. She claimed that violated her religious beliefs. Abercrombie said it violated the store's look policy. But should private employers be able to decide who they want to hire and who they don't? Hi, everyone. I'm Eric Bowling. Welcome to Cashing In, our Cashing In crew this week. Wayne Rogers, Jonathan Honig, Michelle Fields, and Jessica Tarlov. Welcome, everybody. Abercrombie is known for hiring model types, but has since changed its headscarf rule. Now, Michelle, they're caving to the PC police, but shouldn't they be able to choose who they want to hire?
Absolutely, and they should be able to choose what image they project to the public. Like you said, Abercrombie and Fitch hires people in their stores that are essentially models. What they're modeling is the clothing. If this woman was applying for a job at their factory where she wasn't a brand ambassador, I would say sure, she should be able to wear her hijab. But if she is going to represent the company and be an image of the company, well, the company gets to decide what you wear. That's how it works. But can I just say how hilarious it is that liberals all of a sudden care about religious freedom, but when it comes to a business that doesn't want to serve cake or be involved in a gay marriage because of their religious rights or don't want to provide birth control or abortions, well, liberals are silent on the issue.
So wait, so I said they're caving to the PC police. They're actually caving to the Supreme Court. Did the Supreme Court screw this one up?
Well, Eric, it seems like to me that she should have said, as I understand the facts, is that in her initial interview she didn't say anything about the scarf or about being a Muslim, and that this had she should have disclosed that. It's not up to the employer to decide or to figure out what religious problems you may have as an employee. In other words, if I'm inquiring about your religious peculiarities or whatever they might be, I'm already invading your privacy about that. So I think it's the factual part of it is what caused this problem.
Jessica, and the Supreme Court said that a company should not hire based on a religious practice or not hire someone based on a religious practice. I need to ask you, what defines a religious practice?
Well, it's a religious belief system. I mean, she was wearing that scarf because she was Muslim. She's a 17-year-old girl. I mean, this idea that she knew that she had to announce it. I know the Americans with Disabilities Act says that you have to declare what that is. But to Wayne's point, I mean, what could they have possibly been thinking she was wearing the headscarf for besides her set of religious beliefs? I mean, we now have unity or almost unity on the Supreme Court, which really rarely happens. I mean, they're right here. I mean, Abercrombie and Fitch has a right to hire who they want, but they don't have a right to discriminate.
Okay,
and that's what they did.
Fair enough, but hold on. John, I want to get you in here. I want you to answer that. But just bear with me for a second. There are a lot of people who have different feelings, have different emotions. Some would say religious beliefs for, I don't know, sports. Should they be able to wear a sports team uniform into Abercrombie and make sure that Abercrombie makes sure they're hired?
Well, you know, Eric, tools are not, emotions are not tools of cognition, so however one feels is irrelevant. I mean, take it from the business perspective. Why would anyone want to hire a full-time employee like this? I mean, employers are sitting ducks. I mean, Abercrombie is a business owner. They have the right to hire anyone for whatever reason it wants, at any time it wants, including whether they're wearing a hijab or not. If it's your business, you have the right to discriminate against,
you know, John,
how people talk, how people walk.
Listen to what you're saying. You have a right to discriminate. That just sounds
if it's your business.
Yeah, but they, I mean, Abercrombie and Fitch, by the way, has a long
dancer.
legacy of having a problem with the discrimination. I mean, this has gone on for years now.
But Jessica, that's like saying you go and audition.
Am I discriminated against because I'm not going to be hired as a rockette?
Yes, exactly. If she's going, imagine if you go audition for a movie and you get it, and then you say, no, I can't wear the costume because it goes against my religious beliefs. She knew what she was doing. She knew the job. She knew that this was a
17-year-old girl knew
position.
what she was doing. Is this the argument that this was all a setup, right? That she was
but Jessica, hold on. Guys,
she knew what Abercrombie was. They have basically naked people on their billboards.
Like, I know. This is a very, very important point that Jessica just exposed, and a lot of people are saying this, that this may have been a setup. In fact, why would a devout Muslim, so devout in the Muslim faith, knowing exactly what Abercrombie represents and knowing exactly that half their models are shirtless and what they represent and they sell sex, why would a devout Muslim decide to go ahead and go for this job other than maybe see if they can catch them saying no and then bring it to the Supreme Court? Jess?
I don't think so. I mean, we're talking about a 17-year-old girl. I mean, we're talking about someone who grew up in America. She likes Abercrombie and Fitch like all kids do. She wanted a mall job. I mean, it's like...
But she has no right to it. I mean, I think it's the whole point. And, a job is a trade. As soon as you introduce force into a job, it's no longer a job. So in order for a job to exist, it's got to work for the employer and the employee.
All right, let me get Wayne in here. Wayne, you're listening to a lot of this. Jump in.
Let me ask a question, because it happens a lot. People wear a cross around the neck on a chain, or a guy comes in and he's wearing a yarmulke, and because it's a part of his religion. Does that mean that all of these things are going to become exceptions, and or is the employer have to say, oh, no, you can't wear a cross around your neck, because somebody will see that and make that say that, oh, you're Christian and I don't believe in your propagating your Christianity in a commercial way.
Yes.
This has become silly. It's just stupid at some point. You've got to draw a line and say, wait a minute. And I think Jonathan is right when you say that we can employ whomsoever we want, and you can wear whatever you want, and we don't care. And if it's against our
we can care. I think that's the whole point.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I say if it's against our dress code, then you must not do it.
I think that's exactly it. I mean, you did build that. It's your business. You have the right to discriminate against whoever you want, and you have the right to be irrational as well. So if you discriminate against people for no good reason, you're going to feel the consequences. But if it's your business, it's your decision to hire whomever for whatever reason.
A quick thought, Jess.
What about the fact that since the 9/11 attacks, we've seen a 250% increase in the number of discrimination charges filed by Muslim people in this country, or the fact that 69% of women who wear headscarves have said that they've faced discrimination. These are serious facts. These are important issues to be talking about in our country, and I, for one, am really glad that the Supreme Court weighed in on this and weighed in on behalf of this girl.
Michelle?
I think that this is different. We're talking about people who are models for a company. We're not talking about people who are going to just work in the factory.
We're talking about American society, not just models.
It's not. Can I just say, it's not a question of faith. It's a question of property rights. And she can have her faith. No one is determining that she can't wear a hijab wherever she wants, but she can't work at the store. They don't want to hire her.
Go get another job.
All right. Well, honestly, guys, this is a heated debate, and I'm sure this is going to continue on and on. We'll touch it again if we have some time in later weeks.